Hi there! In this video I'm going to be reviewing the iPad Pro and sharing my experience after using it for a couple of years now. If you're new to my channel, my name's Carly and I love drawing on the iPad. I've got loads of videos related to that on my channel already, so definitely subscribe if you want to stick around. The iPad that I'm using is the iPad Pro 12.9 inch and I have the second generation Apple Pencil that goes with it. I have used this for just over 3 years now, and after all this time it's still working great for me. I use it almost every day, mostly for drawing on the Procreate app. The first thing I love about this is just how you get to draw on the iPad and how practical and compact it is. I don't need loads of art supplies, all I need is my iPad and my Apple Pencil. I can take my iPad with me wherever I go, and I have loads of brushes and colours to choose from right inside of one app, which by the way I use Procreate as my drawing app. I can then save my finished drawings and upload them to my Instagram, or even save a process like as a time-lapse video, which saves automatically. I think this is already set up when you get Procreate, but just in case, you basically go to the Actions tool, then press video, and on here you should have time-lapse recording toggled on, and also you can export your time-lapse video there as well. There are other drawing apps that you can use on the iPad, like Adobe Fresco or Clip Studio. I've not used these myself though, as I decided just to get Procreate. I do have plenty of videos on my channel about using Procreate and the iPad, and I do actually have one video that walks you through how to use the Procreate app if you're like a complete beginner, so I'll link that if you want to watch it. Drawing on Procreate was actually the main reason I bought the iPad to start with, so it's a big reason that I love it. I also love how big the screen is on this one, especially for drawing or watching videos. It definitely makes the experience a lot better. The one downside to this model though, it can be a little bit big to add to your bag, depending on the size of your bag though, but as you can see here it didn't fit in the first one, but it was fine in the second bag. Because it's so slim, it can easily slide in without taking up too much room, and it's not too heavy either. With a case it will add more weight though. But I would also get a case for it to protect against any damage or scratches to the screen. I did have a case that held my pencil in, which was nice because it kept it secure and it wouldn't get lost. But that case has worn down a bit now, so I just got myself a new one. Long story short, I got it with a partial refund from a phone shop recently, so it's not the colour or the kind of style that I'd usually go for, but it does the job for now, and plus it's definitely better than my pink one, which was looking really worn out. I also just replaced my screen protector to another paper-like textured one. Those in my opinion are the best ones, especially if you want to draw, because it makes it feel like you're drawing on paper and gives a nice pencil sound as you draw. I have tried drawing on the glossy ones before, but I didn't like the texture and didn't feel as natural when I'd use the pencil. Another thing that I love is that you can actually charge the Apple Pencil on the side of the iPad, which is magnetic. On the older iPads, you have to actually plug the bottom of the lead in, but for the iPad Pro, the pen connects to the side, which I absolutely love. And you can also connect a keyboard to your iPad. I have mine connected through Bluetooth, and you can actually stand it up if you have one of those cases that allows this. And then it's like an actual computer, so I guess that comes in handy if you're using it to study, plan, or write a lot. And you do have an inbuilt keyboard on the iPad as well if you don't have an actual keyboard. There's actually loads of cool features and tricks you can do on the iPad. I'll link another video where I shared some of these ways in that if you want to watch it. So there's not actually a lot of negatives to say about this iPad because I do really love using it. But the first thing is that there is no USB connection on the iPad, or at least with this one anyway. So you can't attach a lead to transfer photos or add them to a device. There's no slot either for an SD card. I've never found it to be a massive issue for me though, but I thought I'd just mention it. Also, my battery drains really fast on here, which is the downside, but I think that's just because I've had this iPad for a long time now. I think overall the iPad is really great and has so many things that you can do in it and loads of apps you can download. I definitely recommend getting the iPad if you're thinking about it. I actually started with the iPad 6th generation, and then a year later I upgraded to the iPad Pro, mostly because I wanted the bigger screen. By the way, my iPad, if you're wondering, is 128 gigabytes, and I found this storage to be pretty good. But for my first iPad, I did have way less storage than I do now. There are so many different models out there, and I have only had experience with 2 of them. So if you're looking to buy, I would just look into it before you do and research the models. Good luck with buying your first iPad. Hopefully this video has given you some insight on what the iPad Pro is like. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you here for another video soon. Bye!